I have your daily message from Spirit. But first, I want to share with you a download that I received from my most ancient guide, Matilda, who doesn't usually do the direct downloads with me, to be honest. I kind of always know she's there in the background, usually sitting down. But this was quite a stern message, actually, and she got my attention. It was the sound of a walking stick hitting the wall. Not really in my head. This was what it was. And that was a way that my nan communicated with me when she was on the end of life. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. But that's how Matilda caught my attention in the shower today, by making the sound in my head of a walking stick hitting the wall, because she knew that that was going to get my attention straight away. And then I knew it was Matilda. Anyway, the message was quite firm, really, quite firm. And I think obviously she picks up on my vibration, and obviously they all do. And the message was as follows. I had to voice record it in the shower again. Claire, embrace vulnerability, find strength in stillness, trust the present moment. And they've all got exclamation marks on the end of them. It was quite firm. And then she said, true growth comes from acknowledging your imperfections and allowing the universe, or us, to guide you. Much love, Matilda. That's it. That's it. So I wanted to share that because that might be something that you need to hear. For whatever reason you need to hear it. I'm not going to try and surmise that, but that was definitely something that I needed to hear. And the fact that she was the one to deliver it, because my messages usually come from any of the others, Sarah, Edward, Isaiah, all of that sort of stuff. They come from the others, and Matilda is just always there in the background. However, this came directly from her. So for me, that's kind of like directly from source for me, because that is Matilda. She's got right big head now. Right big head. Anyway, that was waffling on. But we're going to do 3 piles, so you can choose your own pile. So you can use your intuition and choose your own pile. And we're going to use the Shaman's Dream Oracle. So you're going to have 1 Shaman's Dream Oracle, 3 tarot cards, and then a Sword of Light card oracle. All right, that's how we're going to do it today. So let's just see what we get. So you can go straight to your timestamps if you want to. If you don't want to watch this shuffle, sometimes it's beneficial watching the shuffle, but you don't have to. You can go straight to your timestamp, and that will be in the description below. So if there's a little thing that says more, click on the more, and you might have to click more again, and then it will drop the description down. And then go to your timestamp. You'll see what I mean. It'll say pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Click on that. Click on the bit that's highlighted blue, you know, and it will take you straight to your reading. Woo! I don't think I've used these on the channel before. These are by Alberto Vivaldo and Colette Baron Reid. Alberto Vivaldo is not the founder of the 9 Rights of the Moon key, but he was the one that brought it from the indigenous tribe to share. So I've gone through the 9 Rights of the Moon key. I've actually had the 13th Rite of the Womb as well. And the shamanic initiations, in a way, they're beautiful rites. And they give you, at the end, it's like they say that you've got a rainbow body, and that your body doesn't age the same way that other bodies do once you've received these 9 rights. So yeah, they're very nice. I mean, you'd never know I was 80, would you? No clue. No, but I am nearly 50. I'll be 50 in 18 months. Anyway, should we just shuffle cards? Just as well, I've got timestamps, isn't it? If you're looking for a personal reading though, and you're still around, this is the time where you get your discounts. So if you want 20% off of one of my personal readings, then go to the description, go to my email in the description, and email me the keyword amethyst ball. Amethyst ball. Email me, and that will get you 20% off of my readings. throughout June and July. All right, so just email me and I'll get you booked in. And I do them the same way as I do them on YouTube. You receive a private link to your video once we've had a discussion about what you want it about, and we go from there. Right, that is your shaman cards down. Let's get you 3 tarot cards to put on top of each pile. How am I going to do this, Spirit? Am I going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. That's how I'm going to do it. Right, ready for this one? 3. You want to go first. 1, 2, 3. Just go with what I feel like. Best way, isn't it? Best way. Best way. If you are listening, 1, 2. Interesting. Yours all came out from the middle. 3. That's interesting. If you are still listening, put little black cats in the comments. Little black cats in the comments if you're still listening. Just so I can gauge how many people listening to this rubbish, really. Interactive and all that. Little black cats. This one. This one. This one. Okay. Let's get your final ones. And these are lovely. I have used these ones on the channel before. I'm sure I have. That one came out quick for you. That one came out quick for you. Not that one. Not that one. I don't want that one. Don't want that one. Don't want that one either. Are you making me join it? Ah, that one there you want. Thank you very much. Right. So we have pile number 1. Pile number 2. All getting a double pointed quartz on them. So it's all the same energy going. Pile number 3. Right, let's write down the timestamp. Can't believe we're nearly 8 minutes in. I haven't even started the bloody reading yet. Hallelujah for timestamps. Pile number 1. We started you on exactly 8 minutes. 8 minutes of waffle before I even start the reading. What was it even about? I couldn't even tell you what I was saying. Couldn't even tell you. Right. So your Shaman Dream Oracle card is Deep Diver, diving into a task. Deep Diver, diving into a task. This gives me the vibe of sink or swim. You might be put in the deep end. Or feel like you've been thrown in the deep end. And it is literally like win or lose. Win or lose. It's the number 10. 10 for me is, you know, this is win or lose. This is a win or lose situation. And I'm in it to win it. It's how I feel. I'm in it to win it. Deep diver, diving into a task. You've then got the 2 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. Right, deep diver, diving into a task. The message that I got: embrace vulnerability, find strength in the stillness, trust the present moment. True growth comes from acknowledging your imperfections and allowing the universe as to guide you. I kind of hear it's only difficult the first time. Something is only difficult the first time. Once you've done it once, it's like my mind assimilates things, does yours. When you do something a couple of times, your mind assimilates it. I kind of put it into the right, I've got that, I'll take that as given, so I don't have to think about it. You know, when you want it to be that automatic response. When I get something, when I really get the information, my brain is kind of programmed to be like, all right, I know that now. I don't need to think about it because I know it. So it's automatically there. Yeah. That's the kind of thing that I'm feeling with this. Like, let's just dive straight in. Let's just dive straight in, sink or swim. Let's not procrastinate about things anymore. Your focus is enough of the procrastinating. You've got the 10. The procrastination is complete. The should I shan't I is complete. The safety within my four walls is complete. It's only new once. It's only new for the first time. The day after, it's not new anymore. You've got some feeling familiar, that word, you've got that with it, familiarity. All right. So it's only new once, but it's taking that dive. And I feel like when you perhaps you do procrastinate for such a while, but then it's like all or nothing with you. You're thinking about it, you're thinking about it, you're thinking about it, you're thinking about it. You don't go into things gradually, you just dive straight in. Once you've done all the thinking, once you've thought out all of, it's like your brain is going crossing everything off. So you're ready to expect anything. You don't like to get unexpected things. A funny smell then, but I think it's because my incense sticks just run out. I don't know whether I was getting this spiritual smell message or something, but no, it's not. It's my incense stick just burnt out. So it is. It's like I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Boom! I'm going straight in. Now you don't go into it tentatively. You go into it full force. If these were the other way round, I'd have said you'd have gone into it a little bit slower and then flown with it. But they're not. They're this way round. So you've jumped straight in, deep diver, diving into a task. Not to say you didn't think about it beforehand, but it's like I'm going to do all the thinking. I don't want to make the mistakes. I want to make them in my head first and then do it. But what this message is here is true growth comes from acknowledging your imperfections. Don't be afraid to fail. That's the message. 1313 from that. That's the message I get. Don't be afraid to fail. Dive in now. Don't wait to make sure I'm not going to make a fool of myself and all of this. That's where your growth comes from. Yeah, you've got to make them mistakes. It kind of answers questions for me about children as well. Like, I want to protect my children, but then am I then not setting them up for a realistic world? You know, it's really hard, isn't it? Divert them with that. But yeah, this is like enough of the waiting now. Let's just dive straight in, because you're never, ever going to be completely ready if you're worried about failing. Failing? You're never going to be completely ready if you're worried about failure. Yeah, you kind of have to accept failure as part of the process. Yes, as long as you learn from failure. All right, that's a huge message I'm getting for you there. A huge one, and very relevant to this message here, I think, to be honest with you. But then with your next card being the Knight of Cups, that shows to me that, all right, even though you dive straight in and you made mistakes and it has been a bit bumpy, because that's not the pleasantest of photo. It doesn't look like the smoothest ride, does it? Yeah. But you find your feet, or you find your broom. Yeah. You find your feet. You will find your feet. And then it becomes a much more pleasurable, enjoyable experience. Yeah. But you have to take that first jump. All right. Your last card, which is kind of really a message from Spirit, it's the Archangel Sword of Light card. Look at that. Beautiful. You got, open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. Very, very similar to the message I received from Matilda, isn't it? That's your reading, pile number 1. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. Did I write your timestamp down? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. Pile number 1, you are done. 1551. That's your last angel number there, or a angel number. I don't think you got any, did you? Other than use your timestamps as your angel numbers as well. So yours will be 0800 and whatever one I just said then. Was it 1551? Something like that, wasn't it? Right. Pile number 1, you're done. Pile number 1, you are done. Oh, pile number 2 would help if I put your timestamp on, wouldn't it? Wasting seconds now. Pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So your first card, which is the Shaman's Dream Oracle, is Dances on One Foot. Balancing act. Dances on one foot. Balancing act. So maybe your message from Spirit today is about dancing on one foot or a balancing act. Maybe you're cutting everything fine. Maybe you're having to spin a lot of plates. Maybe you've got to be in this school for that boy, this school for that girl. I don't know, parents' evening and all that. I've got parents' evening coming up. Most days I talk to them after school anyway. I mean, what more do you want to know? What more could you tell me? Get kept behind every day. Yeah. Dances on one foot. Balancing act. It's the number 9. So there is a sense of accomplishment with the number 9, because it's like complete or almost complete. So there is a sense of accomplishment, but dances on one foot, balancing act. Let's have a look at your tarot cards, shall we? Oh, so you got 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, which would coincide with balancing act. Oh, you've got the Empress, which you could be a mother. You could be a mother. I am picking up on mother energy. You could even be a pregnant mother. Yeah, you could have your hands full with toddlers already, but be pregnant as well. You could be, or you could simply be a mother. Doesn't matter what age. Or you could be a mother to fur babies, because we have a dog and a cat on this card as well. I feel like we're juggling a lot of different energies. Yeah, be it fur babies, real babies, husband babies, you know. I had a look at my analytics. Don't worry, I haven't got a high percentage of men watching my channel. I can get away with some men bashing, but not a lot. I love you all dearly, men. I love you all. But you could equally, you could be a father, balancing a lot of different energies as well, especially if you live in a household of women. I live in a household of men, and I still outweigh them with my energy. Trust me on that. But equally, I do feel very drawn. I do, actually, because now it's in the next card. I do feel very drawn to say that you could equally be a masculine energy that I'm talking to here, a male energy that I'm talking to here, surrounded by a lot of females, you know. That's how I feel for you. That is how I feel for you. So it could be either way. Right, your next card. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm so sorry, but this is just, you could not make this one up. You couldn't make it up underneath her. You couldn't. Here we have the Nine of Wands here as well. So yeah, that I'm feeling is more connected to the male energy, surrounded by a lot of feminine energy. Like this, you're feeling right now, like, oh my god, I'm being backed into a corner by all these hormones. That's how I'm feeling. It's the energy that I'm picking up on. So this could equate for either or 222, as I was holding this up and doing these funny things with my hands and elbow there. If I'm appealing to the ladies that have children, or indeed the men that have children and are expecting more, yeah, expecting another one, so uh, you know, there is someone right now. It's in there, lovey. I'm feeling like we're in the end of it. Yeah, we're at the end of it. We're coming to the end of the trimester. We're coming to. We're ready. We're ready. And there's just a whole lot of balancing act going on. A whole lot of who's going to look after so and so. Who's going to look after the pets. The birthing plan. This happening. That happening. There's a lot of preparation going on here. For some of you, this might be happening right now. Right now. Remember your socks. So nice, warm, fluffy socks. What else? What would my advice be? Oh, I had a whole birthing plan for my first one, down to the music and everything, and that all went out the window. My second birthing plan was have baby, go to hospital, don't want any drugs other than gas and air, have baby, go home. That was literally my birthing plan. The first birthing plan, I had planned my playlist, I had planned what socks I was wearing, what nightie I was wearing, all of that. None of that happened. Turn up at the hospital and push. Yeah, turn up at the hospital and push. That's what I can suggest. Take some food, take some drink, take a phone charger, take your phone. That's about it, really. That's about it. And if you get cut, yeah, get a sanitary towel. I know this is too much information, but it's so good. Get a sanitary towel, pour some water on it, stick it in the freezer. Trust me, trust me. Let it freeze, pop that in. You sit on that and it's like, oh, that's bloody gorgeous, that is. I can still remember that feeling. I can still remember, but before you put it in the freezer, remember to just sort of mould it slightly. Yeah, too much information. Too much information. But I got excited and I got all reminiscent because your card from Spirit, your card from Spirit is someone new coming. How exciting. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. But I feel this is the pitter-patter of little feet coming. I do. This is only going to be relevant for the people that are currently pregnant. All right? I'm not predicting it as such, but if it's resonating with you, then, take it. Take it. For some of you, it could be your first, okay? For some of you, it could be your first, and you are absolutely pooping your pants about it. I've been there. You are thinking, is it all going to go back to the same size again? How does that work? Is it even natural that something that big comes out of something so little? Breathe. Get on that gas and air early. Yeah, before the pain really kicks in, because you want to build up a little tolerance to it. Yeah, you don't want to start taking it when you're in cracking pain, because when you do that, you haven't built your tolerance up. It's quite likely you're going to throw up. So build up a little tolerance to it first, so you know what it's like. It's amazing. But yeah, so you know what it's like. So, but some of you, I feel like you are a little bit concerned about this. You're a bit worried because it's your first time, and you're like, oh my god, what? Trust me, you will, and don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And what? And what? My dignity is still at the door of the hospital. when I went in with me first. I didn't bother picking it up on the way out. Oh, I did not. I had 9 people all looking at me coochie. I didn't bother. And I had green bloody socks on. They made me wear them freaking green things because I was obese. I was overweight and I was old. I was a geriatric old woman. Geriatric mother, they call me. I was 37. I was geriatric. I was nearly 40 when I gave birth to my second one. You know what I mean? I was ancient then. But they make you wear these bloody green socks. They were awful. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You will be fine. I promise you. You'll be fine. So, you know, if this doesn't resonate with you, go and watch another reading. But I finished this one now, so. But I do feel like it's like the latter stages, right? We're getting ready. We're almost at that. We're off stage. We're off to the hospital stage. All right. I don't feel like it's been an easy pregnancy at all. I don't feel like it's been an easy. I feel like it's all been uphill. I feel like you've had it. I feel like you've had the sickness. I feel like you've had the preeclampsia. I feel like you've had the swollen feet. I feel like you've had all of that. I feel like you had the morning sickness, morning, lunch, afternoon, evening, the whole way through. I was so lucky, and you're going to hate me, but I never got it at all with either of mine. So, yeah, I don't feel like this has been the easiest. I don't feel like it's been the easiest. I do feel like you got fur babies as well. But you're ready. You're ready. Ready. Oh, you're cooked. You're cooked. Good luck. I wish you all the best. All the very best. That was a long message for you, wasn't it? I do. I wish you all the best. I think it will be a welcome relief to have baby in your arms. I do. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this is a gift as well, isn't it? This is a gift. And I'm hearing some sort of angelic name. If you haven't already chosen a name, maybe look at some angelic names, angel names, angelic names. I'm hearing like an angelic name. It's kind of it's being sung. That's why I'm feeling angelic. Being sung. It's a gift. This is a gift. This baby is a gift. Nice. That's your reading, pile number 2. That's your reading, pile number 2. This will resonate with you in some way, even if you are not pregnant. If you have stayed to watch this, this will resonate with you in some way, even if you are not pregnant, even if you're not this person I'm talking about right now, because I do think I'm talking to someone that is really ready to give birth. But if you have stopped to watch this reading for a reason, it's relevant. It's relevant. Is this a future relevance? I don't know. Is it relevance from a past life of yours? I don't know. But it's relevant to you. If you've stopped to listen to, it's relevant. Maybe this is something you've already been through. It's relevant. Maybe it's their birthday coming up or something, and that's why it's relevant. But it's relevant. I'd like to know how many times you can say relevant in one reading. Quite relevant to find that out, isn't it? Right, let's get a timestamp for pile number 3. God, I don't know if waffle on, did I? 250. Pile number 3. Seemed to be a bit of a pause there. Pile number 3. Had a couple of interesting readings, actually. Actually, yes. We have. Are we ready? Let's have a look what your shaman's oracle is. Oh, lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. The number 34, 3 and 4 is 7. 7 is the number for spirit. Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. Some crop circles there. For me, crop circles are like some sort of communication from other worlds. That's what I think anyway. I don't think they're man-made. I don't. Ancestral wisdom. You could be on a ley line. A ley line is popping up. Could be on a ley line. Ancestral wisdom. Right, we've got 3 of Swords. Do you feel like this is something to do with past loved ones? There's a healing energy to do with this 3 of Swords. Definitely a healing energy. Maybe that's healing from the loss of a loved one. Maybe there's an anniversary of a loved one. Maybe you've been receiving signs from a loved one, irrelevant of how long they've been passed. Because we have the number 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is 7. 7 is the number of spirit for me. Lay of land, ancestral wisdom. The crop circles I'm seeing as some sort of communication. Have there been some sort of communications lately? Have you been asking for a sign? And I do feel like you've been getting them. Maybe you've not been noticing them, but I do feel like you've been getting them. I definitely do. I definitely do. Look at the picture on here. You've got a bird out that window looking in. You've got 3 swords in a heart. So there's definitely some healing needing doing. You could be holding on to pain though as well. There's a journal, a feather, ink pot. Night times have obviously appeared to be worse, harder to cope with. There's some healing that's got to be done. There's some healing. You do have the sun though. You have the sun. And this is a huge reminder of living in the present. And this was a message here. This was a message here. Embrace vulnerability. Find strength in the stillness. Trust the present moment. You also have the 5 of Wands coming out. Is there like a loss of identity? Having lost someone, have you had a loss of identity because a part of you is lost? I'm hearing like, I don't know, you could be a twin, you could be a triplet, and I feel like it could be one of these that you've lost. Or the last of a set of triplets has gone. Perhaps your mother, your father was a triplet. There is a connection there somewhere. There is a connection there somewhere, but I think that's quite specific for some, not all, isn't it? I do feel like there is a loss of identity. I feel like I've lost a part of my identity. That's how I'm feeling. And the overwhelming message is you have to live in the you have to live in your present, you have to find your strength in your stillness. With this sun card coming out as well, again you've got 3 people on there, but you've got 5 people on there. Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. I was picking up a ley line. I do feel like there is someone that has crossed over, and I do feel like there are signs and synchronicities that you could be potentially missing. I do feel like at the moment there's a grieving process. Doesn't matter how long ago it's been, but I feel like there's a loss of identity or a loss of something within you since this person has passed, and I do feel like you need to do some sort of healing. I feel like there's some sort of inner conflict going on within yourself with the Five of Wands here as well. As to sort of, again, what my identity is. I feel a loss of identity here. But there is an overwhelming message of being in this present moment with this Sun card coming out as well. Your last card, which is your card from Spirit, the Sword of Light deck, is be the real you. Your greatest power comes from who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. Now, it's interesting it says don't let anyone sway you. I read this as inner conflict. This could also be external conflict as well. With the Five of Wands, it's a bit of banter, but I think it's a little bit of both, really. I do feel like you've got this inner conflict of like, what is my identity now? Who am I now? You don't have to have lost a sibling for that to be, or lost a partner, or lost a friend. But I do feel some sort of loss of identity, and almost like an imposter syndrome. I really know that's how I'm feeling at the minute. And I feel like there's some sort of healing needing doing. It could also be, though, this imposter syndrome could come from perhaps you might have parents or family members that are just not like you, like not like you at all. It's like you often think, am I part of this family? How can I be so different? You know, I'm not calling your family out or anything, but you could come from a family who have a criminal background, you know, an extensive criminal background, and it's just the way that it has been, and you're just completely not. You know, I don't know. There's this, and maybe there's a feeling of, am I really part of this family? Am I really part of this? How can I be so different? How can I be so different when I was brought up this way? How can I be so different from my brothers and sisters or whatever when I was brought up the same way? Why have they gone that way and I've gone this way? You know, it's that whole nature nurture thing. Sometimes that doesn't come into it. A lot of the times it does, but sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, and maybe you've been doing a lot of that, thinking about that with this ancestral wisdom as well. Have you been questioning who you are? I just have a bit of an imposter syndrome feeling. That's what I've got. If anyone knows what that feeling is, you'll know what I mean. You'll know what I mean. But the message from Spirit here is be the real you. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. Three very different messages today. Three very different messages. So let me know what you chose. Go and check out your star signs. I've done quick fire star sign readings. I will tag that. It will come up. It will pop up at the end of here. So I will put the star sign. Just click on that, and it will take you to your star sign readings. Listen to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and then you'll get more cards. They're literally 5 minutes each. Each reading is 5 minutes long, all on one video. So go check that out. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff if you haven't already. Please help me be seen. And thanks for watching, and let me know if this resonates with you, any of you. Thank you, much love.